Welcome to Trading Lounge and the SP 500 for the 24th of January. On the weekly chart here, we're looking at the primary count, and the primary count is from wave 4 as a primary degree, from wave 4 to wave 5 here. Will we reach the 4,000? I don't know, but we'll just count the waves as we move up the structure. And between 5 and 4 here, we're looking for 5 waves of intermediate degree of 1 and 2. It's possible that wave 2 is also here. I'll need to research that further, and that will become apparent as we move higher as well. But between intermediate wave 2 and intermediate wave 3, we're looking for 5 waves of minor degree, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So let's go in and have a look at the 5 waves between wave 2 and wave 3 here. On the daily chart here, from wave 2 to wave 3 here, we're looking for 5 waves of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then wave 5 here, we're expecting new highs here. So Friday and Monday are the bullish days in the bullish weekly cycle. And yeah, so we're looking for 5 waves between wave 4 and wave 5 here. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and 5. Let's pick that up on the 4-hour chart. So from wave 4 here, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and moving up for wave 5 here. So from the fractal, breaking the fractals down from wave 4 here to wave 5 here, we're also looking for 5 waves of 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, and looking for the 5th wave to the upside here. So we'll also be looking for 5 waves in this little sequence here as well. So how high will we go? Not quite sure, but our job is to count those 5 waves here to get to the end here. Once we've got the 5th of the 5th of the 5th of the 3rd in, then we can expect the market to pull back at that stage here, probably and hopefully on Trump's impeachment. So let's go in here. There is another count in here as well. It's possible, I'll just use this as an example, just in case people have got this count. We've never really got a nice 5-wave structure in here. And it is also possible, more so on the S&P than the NASDAQ, to count 5 waves down here. So it's possible to have an expanded flat correction in here. But I'll just leave that there for the time being. Yeah, so let's just go to the hourly chart here. So yesterday when we spoke, we were looking for wave 5 to move to the upside, and then wave 4 to pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So that's occurred here. So we can just remove some of these here, and we just got to look for, like I mentioned, it is possible to count. I mean, in here it looks like 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here, as an A wave and a B wave and a C wave. So that's how that would look. But it's also possible to count this down as 5, and it's also possible to count this up as 3. So an expanded flat for all of this. It's something that we may have to revisit a little bit later on. So if I just brought that across on the tick chart while we're here. So wave A here, then an A and a B and a C for wave B, and then 5 waves down here that fit quite well in terms of wave 1 here, well, wave 1 to this point, wave 2 to here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for just the 3rd wave in this sequence here. And then the 4th wave here is an ABC, and then the 5th wave down. So it's possible to count that down as 5 waves. I did have all this labeled, but we've just had some storms here, and it took the computer out, and I lost my labeling. But it's just more important that I get things done on time. So if it's going to fail, then this is where it's going to fail from, whoops, a daisy, this one here. So we're already above the 61.8%, which is great, but we're at the 72% now. Not that that's really part of any Elliott thing you'll see in a book, it's just my own little thing. But the main point here is that in terms of just basic logic is that well, these highs and lows here, this number here is where the real supply is. Supply just meaning sellers here, so I'll just clean that up. That's where the real resistance is going to be. So like if we were going to short this here, let's just say that this was 5 waves down here, and this was an A wave and a B wave, and this looks like a C wave here, or a third wave. And the interesting thing here is that we can see that we've got a series of 1s and 2s in here, and then we've got this is a nice strong third wave in here, and then all of this overlapping wave structures would be the waves 3s and 4s, 4s and 5s in here. So it's possible that it can fail from here. So we could look to just shooting the breeze here a little bit. If these are a series of 1s and 2s in here, so then any move below here we can short. So at 3315 as a retested resistance, you can short. You could probably even short this here at the 20 here if the resistance was strong enough, you know, if it was very clear. So I have to draw over this side. So the market came down, bounced through here, came through, and then went back and retested here, and then made it a new low below that last low here. Then that would be the setup at that point there. Just half a position there, then looking to add on the 15, and then looking to add on the 10 if that was going to be the case. Otherwise, we should see this move higher here. It would take me a little bit too long to count all of that, but expect a correction. Expect corrections at this 330 here. This is the top of subgroup 1 here. So that would be the setup really. So in terms of, well, let's just move this out of the way here. So just on the 1 hour chart here, the setup would be moving up here, reacting from here, because this is all the supply level across here. We've already noted that at 330. So first high above the level, then there'll be some type of correction here, and then that would be a catalyst for the upside. That's if you're not already in here as well. There was a nice setup on 10 there, but I wasn't there to help with that. But anyway, we should be seeing a move above wave 3 here, and getting support on top of this number here is the catalyst for that to the upside. All right, I'm just going to leave it at that today. But if Friday closes strong, well then Monday's going to follow through on that. So hold some of your positions for that move over the on the Monday. Cheers.